Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your brother coming right back at you once again. And this is going to be a relatively very short video, ladies and gentlemen. Believe it or not. Because tomorrow is a working day. It's going to be the last day of the week, obviously, for, business days, for working people, Friday. But so I want to make this video real quick, nice and sweet. Ladies and gentlemen, what you are happening around the world is nothing but a psychological operations of proportions beyond your wildest imaginations. You are being played by the system. Let me just tell you something real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Please hear me out. Because this message is of life and death. Okay? The people that rule this planet, what I call it, the two-legged demons, human demons, that control this matrix, right? They know exactly, believe it or not, they know this book up and down, the Holy Bible. And they know what's coming. They know what is coming. But being the devil that they are, they're going to exploit. Hear me out, they're going to exploit what they know is coming to this earth. Until final judgment from God Almighty comes down on this earth. In the meantime, they need to play and distract the whole world. Now we got this Palestinians, students protesting all over United States. Even transgender, ladies and gentlemen, even homosexuals are protesting this. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? Do these people know? They don't even know, they don't care. Because when you are that stupid, you don't, in fact, this world is too blind to see. I'm going to see if I can find a transgender actually talking to kids in school, and he or she is protesting the war in Israel against the Palestinians. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you, just like humanity was psychological play, just like our first parents were play in the beginning, so are we at the end. Our proportions that you don't see coming. Did you know, for instance, that the people that you see protesting all over the United States and all over the world against this so-called war in Palestine, ladies and gentlemen, do you know that it has been infiltrated? Do you know that the very Israelite is pushing for that? Do you know that? Let me tell you let me ask you another question. Did you know when 9/11, maybe some of you are too young to even know what I'm talking about. In 2001, there was a terrorist attack on the United States. That was 20 years ago. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, did you know that who did they blame right away? 2 hours after the attack, with no investigation, no evidence, who did they attack? Who did they blame? Osama bin Laden. Do you know who Osama bin Laden was? Tim Osman. That is a CIA given assigned name. He was a CIA agent. Believe it or not. Do you know that America was not betrayed just now when the 95 million was approved for, I believe it's 60-something billion to Ukraine and, I don't know, 19 billion to Israel? Do you really know what's going on? They know that they got to push for war because they got to offer blood to Satan. Remember what the words printed in your dollars are. Remember that. In God we trust. Which God is going to pay for arms for people to kill each other in Ukraine against the Russians based upon lies because it's all the same, and abortions all over the United States, you name it, abortions on demand. Even when a woman gives birth, they're pushing for that a woman can kill the baby, and it will be considered homicide. Did you know, ladies and gentlemen, whether you want to believe it or not, to me it doesn't make a difference, you see, because I lived it. Did you know? I used to be a drug dealer back in New York, back in the 80s and 90s. Okay? Did you know that I used to sell drugs to undercover agent, DEA, Drug Enforcement Administration's agents? We used to deal with them. I used to give them money. Drugs. You want to know why? And that's how I knew who was bringing the drugs into the neighborhood, who were bringing the arms in the neighborhood to our to Latin America and our neighborhood. So, ladies and gentlemen, humanity is too blind to see because he has chosen to be blind. He has chosen to believe the lies. But you have been played. The reason your leaders, your votes don't count, and it shows in Joe Biden, ladies and gentlemen. I just told you the psychological game being played there. Ladies and gentlemen, America is done. Okay, and America is like a sinking ship, the sinking Titanic, and it is inviting the whole world to sink with her. That's why the immigrants, she's inviting all the immigrants. She's like a whore. In fact, the Bible calls her that. She's a whore, ladies and gentlemen. And here you are thinking that the United States was born out of its spiritual foundations. There's no such thing. Yeah, out of its Freemasonry's foundation. That's how it is. So America wasn't betrayed when these things were passed in the Congress and signed by the Senate. There was no money for the border war or for America to help itself. I'm going to show you some of the conditions in some states, especially San Francisco and Los Angeles and Philadelphia. I'm going to show you, do they care? Because they know that America is done. Okay? So please, ladies and gentlemen, wake the hell up. Okay? You have been played. So 3 things are happening now. Okay? While you was distracted with an eclipse that happens every day. It happens from time to time. Okay? It has its set date by the Creator and its set time. That's the 2 heavenly body, the brightest, which is the sun, works obviously in the daytime, and the moon, the lesser light, on the nighttime, which is the moon. And they usually get together to what? To kind of vibrate off each other, okay? And give each other's energy, because they work together for these ungrateful creatures walking upon the face of this earth, of which matter we are made out of. But yet we have denied. We deny that there's a God. We teach the theory of evolution in our schools. This whole world is confused with religions, okay? And yet we pay for all of those programs, for all of this misinformations, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you talk about misinformation. There it is. They pay for for money that says in God we trust. That is telling you that your money is your God. That's what they're telling you, and you don't even see it. And you need to worship that God in order for that God for this God to come and get closer to you, and so that you can have more. And eventually you will have to sell your soul. And that's what all of Hollywood actors have done throughout history. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, the Hamas protesters that are all over the college and university campus all over the United States have been infiltrated by the Mossad and by the CIA. Yeah? Okay, they are perpetrating. Okay, so just like the CIA infiltrated what? Or created the Black Panther Party. Because, ladies and gentlemen, just like the black people were playing with the fake civil rights movements, ladies and gentlemen, nothing has been given to the black people in America. So the devil wants more blood, human blood, especially the little kitties' blood. That's why abortion. That's why they're killing what the Israelis are doing, killing little babies in Gaza. But they will pay dearly for this. But they're not going to listen to you. They know they got you. They infiltrated your organization, just like they did with with the Black Panther Party that they created. The civil rights movement was a game to make the people docile through Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. You understand? You all have been played. Follow the 10 commandments. Establish a strong relationship with your Creator. That's all you need. And be an example to others. But you have been played. This whole world has been played. America is called the second beast in the Bible, whether you want to believe it or not. Go, read it. Revelation, the last book of the Bible, chapter 13, starting in verse 11. And then go to Revelation chapter 17 and see what he says there. Where he tells you that America, what America is. Okay? And then the first 6 verses of chapter 18 in Revelation, it tells you. It describes America. Now in 17, it describes what? The mother of Babylon. Because America is the daughter of Babylon. She is the modern Egypt in the spiritual sense. Our people have been slave, mentally slave, and spiritually destroyed. That's why you see a lot of black people in Congress and in the Senate, and that's why you see black people in many different major cities in the United States, like Chicago and New York and so on, and in different cities in California. This is why. Because they want to make you believe that they care about your cause. That's why DEI, that's why they push DEI. Not based upon what you can do, not based upon your merit, but based upon the color of your skin, you should be hired or maybe admitted to a university. You understand? You have been played, black people. While they do that, they are the ones that bring the guns and the drugs to your neighborhood. And then they destroy the family. You have been worked. This is a spiritual battle, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, by closing, let me just tell you, let us go to Ephesians 6, chapter 6. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12, it says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. By the way, I appreciate folks that are not ready for this truth. And I really admire those people that actually unsubscribe from my channel. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this truth is not for everyone. This truth is not for everybody. People are going to go through through a process in accepting this truth, because it's so shocking. See, ladies and gentlemen, people come to the YouTube platform, and what do? One talks about aliens, the other ones talk about flat earth, the other ones talk about what? Nature. Other people talk about music video. Other people just twerking. You name it. Other people just bring you what is called alternative news. Okay? But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Nobody is talking about what I'm talking about here. You have to learn to connect the dots. Otherwise, you will be lost in this hopelessly evil labyrinth which we are under. Okay? So this is all for now, ladies and gentlemen. But hey, do not give your power to the God of this world. This is a spiritual battle, and we are at the end. And please do not deceive yourself by thinking that Donald Trump is gonna solve all these problems. Ladies and gentlemen, these problems are bigger than Donald Trump. And not only that, but Donald Trump is part of the game. So if everybody was really for the benefit of America, everybody will get together and be the United States of America. But that's not it, you see. It is a freaking joke. America is the second beast. And this second beast will be used just like it was in the time when the Roman Catholic Church was destroyed back in 1798 by Napoleon Bonaparte. Ladies and gentlemen, just like he destroyed the church for 131 years, from 1798 to 1929, when she came back into power. Okay, so think for a minute. For 131 years old, the Roman Catholic Church didn't have power, but she got it back. That's what the Bible refers to, the healing of the deadly wound. Okay? So, she's back. And just like America was coming up when the Roman Catholic Church was destroyed, now, ladies and gentlemen, America will be back. Yes, and Donald Trump will be your last president. I've been telling you for the longest. Didn't I tell you? And you probably thought, what? Oh, this is a conspiracy theory. This guy is crazy. He's a nut job. Okay, prove it. See? Since we were put on this earth, we always throw tantrums, and we blame, and we come up with names, and we accuse people, but we never prove it. So we have been worked with the people that are not logical anymore. And many different states in the United States are turning little girls into little boys, and little boys into little girls. Okay? America is not united. Do not believe the hype. Do not believe the lie. You have been lied. America is divided. Okay? And you see all these attacks against Trump is part of the psychological operations that they're playing on you. It's so that you identify yourself, because this means being persecuted by design. And he will be your last president, believe it or not. So Hamas, the Hamas protesters all over, Ukraine, and now Israel. Those are your three distractions right now. All three of them are what? They would start bleeding. Actually, they already started. Bloodshed. Okay? Everything. You have to connect the dots. Okay? When I come here, when I created this, channel, it was with the hope of giving you reality and you making your own research. And that's why I send you links. You are your own judge. You judge things. Okay? And that's what God is calling us to do. In fact, let me read you one last verse and then I'm done. Just bear with me 1 second. First Corinthians chapter 2, verse 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. And that's exactly what I hope that you are not. Okay, just bear with me 1 sec before I close. I'm almost done. First Corinthians chapter 6. 1 Corinthians chapter 6. First Corinthians chapter 6. So God is calling us to judge, to be judged. Look what it says, to be judges. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 1. There any of you having a matter against another, go to law before the unjust, and not before the saints. 2. Did you not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are you unworthy to judge the smallest matters? 3. Know ye that we should judge angels, how much more things that pertain to this life? 4, if then you have judgments of things pertaining to this life, set them to judge who at least esteem in the church. Okay? So, there you have it. We are called to judge. And this is what I do on this channel. Hopefully, I'll wake you up and make you think. And by sharing you, and I sure hope you've been looking at the, by the way, they're not, they may look religious. Just look at the overall, just keep an open mind, overall images and the words, okay? Which supports what I talk about here, okay? For instance, I'm going to send you a link, which is, again, kind of everything spiritual, ladies and gentlemen, because otherwise we wouldn't be even alive. Okay, so, and this is this war is a spiritual battle. It's a spiritual war, ladies and gentlemen. This is a spiritual warfare in the last days, whether you want to believe it or not. But check this out. When we have, in this channel, I only talk about truth. Things that you can prove. Things that are logical. For instance, transgender. Supporting Hamas. Do they not know that the Muslim faith they will be killed on the spot? If this society would have been ruled, they don't care. Because the devil makes human beings act beyond ridiculousness. He gets a kick out of it. And because he knows that we are smarter than him by establishing a strong relationship with our Creator, by following his laws right behind me, the 10 Commandments. Your religions were created to what? To control you. And to deceive you, to exploit you, to emotionally exploit you, and to make money out of you. Again, the richest people on this planet and in this United States are preachers and pastors, prosperity preachers. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, and how do they make the money? The same way politicians make the money, by exploiting your emotions through lies. Just like the snake did, just like what the snake did, the Satan did, using the snake to beguile and to deceive our first mother. And there we go, and there we go. By the grace of God, we die. Okay? This is why we die. And if you know why you would die, then you should know the purpose of life. Okay? And the purpose of life is really right there on Genesis chapter 1, verse 26 through verse 28. God himself is telling you why he created life. Okay? To reproduce himself through us. But we had to mess it up. It was just too good to be true. It was just too beautiful for us to accept that, right? The same thing is coming. It's coming. So the end is coming. Everybody's been saying that to make a mockery, because a lot of things need to happen before, and not the end of the world, not the end of this earth, the end of this system, the destructions of the system. And they know it. But they're going to exploit. In fact, they say themselves, the demon that they are, they say, never let a crisis go to waste. A good crisis go to waste, because they are demons. Yeah, your Clintons, your Kennedy, your Donald Trump, your Joe Bidens, your Barack Obama, your Bushes, definitely. Because in fact, I believe Bush's mother, if I'm not mistaken, was the daughter of who? Of Aleister Crowley. See, this demonic family are connected. But when people see the truth, they wake up, even though sometimes it may be too late. For instance, LaVey, right? The guy that created the satanic temple, the satanic church. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you, that man, when his last words were what? That he saw that everything was a lie before he died. He woke up, but it was kind of late. So for all you Satanists out there, and for all you atheists out there, this is not a matter of belief. Do you believe in God? I believe in God. You don't believe in God? It's not a matter of belief. It's a matter of accepting the reality that there is a God in all of its creation. You want proof? Look at yourself in the mirror. May God bless you. And once again, please, ladies and gentlemen, do not get it twisted. Okay? I don't come here to come after subscribers. I mean, it is beautiful. It is nice if you subscribe to my channel, so you'll be the first one to, if you're interested in this, so you'll be the first one to get this message. And don't forget that when you subscribe, hit the bell and hit the like button. Okay? That's why I'm in Rumble too. Oh yes, because the AI on YouTube just want an excuse to take this channel off. Okay? And remember, AI is a mechanical demon. People just don't know. Humanity doesn't know what they are messing with. Y'all take care. And remember, love you all. But do not get yourself distracted or deceived by what you are seeing in your television set or in person. Do not get near these people. Okay? Because there's no mind in them. They don't have it. They just follow the crowd. HAMAS, what they say? From the wall to the sea, something like that. Ladies and gentlemen, what is happening in Gaza is a human tragedy. And for that, Israel will be destroyed. I mean, there's no doubt. But just know that this is coming. Do not have hate in your heart for no one. In fact, even the Bible says help your even your enemies. Don't wish evil on people. But the chickens are coming home to roost back in America, and I'm talking about these chickens are actually demons. We have been worked. It is time for you to wake up from this nightmare. Otherwise, you will be part of the nightmare. He says that in chapter 18, verse 4, Revelation chapter 18. Okay? Say, come out of her, my people, so that you don't be partakers of her plagues that are coming. All right. Y'all take care, my brothers and sisters.